After realizing several benefits of semen retention, there is usually a heightened level of enthusiasm, and such a man is so eager to kickstart his journey, but as time goes on, he finds himself struggling not to relapse, and in extreme conditions, he finally relapses when it gets too much to handle. This, usually, is unbearable and comes with feelings of deep regrets. He then decides to start all over, hoping make amends. A lot of such men usually do not even know where the problem comes from in the first place, and this is why they keep failing from time to time even after numerous efforts to succeed. For a successful semen retention journey, there are facts that must be acknowledged, and there are significant efforts you must apply, otherwise, maintaining long streaks shall be really difficult, as you shall always struggle not to relapse and can't win the fight always. What are these acknowledgments? 1. You must understand nothing goes for nothing. There is nothing that goes for no tangible reason, and as a matter of fact, you must have a why. This is what will keep you motivated in any journey at all, not just semen retention. The stronger your why, the less your chances of relapsing. Without a strong reason of indulging in semen retention, you'll always struggle not to fail. When getting onto any new path, a question very necessary for one to ask himself is why. Why have I chosen to do this among all the other equal options before me? It is very necessary the reason is strong enough to beat the quest for momentary excitement that comes with spilling, and only with this can you prevail. In spilling comes a great pleasure that is often short-lived, because it naturally is followed by a process that leads to propagation of the human species, which sees us far from extinction. Mother Nature had to make it so such that there would be pleasure in wanting to propagate, and thus, as a human in order to control this natural inborn pleasure when it has previously been in control of you, you must have a reason that is larger than life. The best motivation is the one you give to yourself, and the best motivator is the one which comes to you from within. If you do not feel that FAP does to you more harm than good, you may have a really difficult time having a good reason to stop it. A problem is halfway solved when one realizes it, but complete ignorance of the problem itself renders the victim hopeless. When you study yourself closely and realize there are several aspects of your life where a significant positive growth can come if you channel on them, the energy you expend on pursuit of this momentary pleasures of sex through FAP and otherwise, then you already know what to do so your life can be a lot better. You may read all manner of books. You may engage in all manner of contents, listen to podcasts, watch videos here on YouTube, but if you do not find a real motivation from the inside of you, all of those learnings may not bring you positive impacts. The essence of the teachings from the videos is to open your eyes to parts of your life where such growth may come, but then, the real observations, you must make for yourself. When the motivation is from within, it brings a more lasting effect, the type you would need to really get ahead. This motivation shall be your why. 2. Work must be done. You don't want to do this again because you want to be successful in a particular aspect of your life. Start putting efforts to get that aspect of your life good. Let the person you will become after getting where you want be saturate your brain that feelings of craving for this sentimental excitement shall have no space. This is the most important. When you have seen how it was difficult for you to become a better person owing to the fact that a particular aspect of you is dead from the negative effects of overspilling and excessive pleasure, becoming the person you would be proud to be should be your goal. This, you should fix your mind upon, that it becomes part of you. It is only when you have lost focus on your goals that you start to see the distractions that surround you. When your eyes are fixated on someone as you reach out for them, usually, there is such a strong focus that you would hardly recognize the person standing next to you. They may be your friend, family members, but you just could not recognize them because of how focused your attention is in getting to the other person. When you are mentally focused on your goals, this is how difficult it shall be to restrain. The urge to spill mostly comes out of boredom. When we have nothing we live to achieve, life and existence in general becomes too boring, and this is when man often seeks pleasures of several kinds in order to distract himself from this boredom that comes from a goalless existence. Once your mind is actively and wholly engaged on a certain positive task, it hardly finds relaxation on other things till this task is accomplished. This is when you realize time is really short because you be so focused to realize how time really speeds. That better person which you desire to become by rechanneling the energy you expend on sexual pleasures into positive habits, should be your goal this time around, and this goal should be made to be part of your mind in such a way that it saturates your mind and hardly gives room for distractions, including spilling. This goal should come with habits that shall make you a better person, be it in your profession, personal life, etc. Habits should be so engaged that there is hardly a room for idleness, because this is often when such thoughts of distraction would creep in again. 3. You'll hardly succeed and always exposed to triggers. There is an ancient but brilliant quote which says, "You are what you eat." What you eat borders not only on that which it sounds like. A lot of people believe food is only that which we eat when we are hungry, but in the real sense, everything we consume always impacts us. The foods we eat impact our health and our mood. What about the books we read? What about the movies we see? What about the songs we play? What about the pictures and videos we see with our eyes? All of these impact us mentally, and the human mind is wired in such a way that when a particular stimulus is exposed to it consistently, it is left with no option than vibrate at same frequency with it. The feeling is natural, and it's difficult defeating Mother Nature. When you expose yourself to what makes you want to do what you have decided not to do, it often does not take a long time before you give in. Avoid contents that get you illicitly aroused, as most times you end up insisting on spilling so as to finish what you started, when you can easily stay clean by not trying in the first place. 4. The people around you make or mar you. We often become like the people with whom we spend most of our time. Surround yourself with those who share the same values with you. If not, you are going to require a high willpower to be among people with contrasting values and not change. It is very necessary every man learn to be at peace, staying all by himself. When you start to grow, not all your friends are gonna resonate with your new transformative ideas, and sometimes it may lead to fallouts. When you can't be by yourself, you'll be afraid of these fallouts because you are scared to be alone. If you have always got yourself saturated with spilling secondary to influence of friends, you'll see the necessity of dropping them if you must grow past that bondage. You must surround yourself with people you want to be like, because in no real distant time, their influence starts to manifest in you. 5. Social media and processed foods are poisonous. This part has more to do with your productivity. What's the essence of semen retention without making your life productive? When you are working to be a better person, you must curtail the time you expend on fruitless things as well as energy drainers. When you spend most of your time scrolling through the pages of social media, in a month, when you calculate the duration you've given to social media, you'll realize a great deal of your time has been dashed out to something that does not bring any good impact in your life. Every day, it's necessary to limit the time you give to social media. Have a to-do list where you outline your activities and try your best to apply the discipline you deserve to follow it up. Social media intoxicates your brain with dopamine, a feel-good hormone that keeps you wanting for more. This is why you often find it difficult indulging a big task after being on your phone scrolling all day long. Avoid processed foods, they make you gloomy. Processed foods make you gloomy and unmotivated, a mood you would not want as a man who lives a life of purpose. Processed foods also increase the chances of several old age diseases. Whole foods are highly advised. Fruits and vegetables preserve vitality as well as optimum body functionality. Most importantly, always drink loads of water. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, as it helps it get to other men who will like it just like you do. To get more contents like this, please subscribe to this channel. Feel free to drop your comments below.